This is Mr. Rusty. He used to be a happy man, but now he's sad. There's no magic in life anymore, he said. You see, once upon a time, when he played his barrel organ with the birds on top, all the children used to come and ride on his roundabout. But now they didn't come anymore. No magic, said Mr. Rusty to the horse. Very likely, said the horse, who was secretly quite pleased with the rest he was having. No magic, said Mr. Rusty. No magic. He sat on the horse to try and cheer himself up. Gee up, he said, trying hard to enjoy himself. Anyone coming? No. So it didn't do any good, and he got off and walked away, and found that the postman had been. At least he supposed it must be the postman, because who else brings parcels? And it was addressed to Mr. Rusty. The writing was very bad, but it was definitely addressed to Mr. Rusty. And there's only one thing to do with a parcel that's addressed to you, and that is open it. Carefully, because you never know what might be inside. Do you? Who are you? Said Mr. Rusty. I'm Zebedee. Zebedee. What do you do? Said Mr. Rusty. Magic. Magic. And Zebedee seemed to know all about Mr. Rusty's trouble, about the roundabout, no children, and no magic, and all that. And he told Mr. Rusty he would make everything all right again. And he did. As you will see tomorrow.
Dougal was in the garden when he noticed something. What's this? What's this? Scent? Perfume? He asked Zebedee if he noticed anything. No, said Zebedee. Not a je ne sais quoi, a certain smell in the air, said Dougal. No, I don't, said Zebedee. Of course, I realize you lack my delicate sense of smell, but surely you catch a breath of something. No, said Zebedee. Nose not working, said Dougal. Never has worked, said Zebedee. Really, said Dougal. Really, said Zebedee. Well, someone is making scent in the garden. The smell is very strong. I'll ask Florence, said Zebedee. Ask her... Yes? Ask her if she prefers English lavender or Scottish heather for perfume, will you? Said Dougal. English lavender or Scottish heather. All right, said Zebedee. English lavender or Scottish heather, he muttered. And he told Florence all about the scent. And Mr. Rusty said he'd noticed a sort of smell about the garden too. "Someone must be making perfume," said Zebedee. "Well, who could it be?" said Florence. "Well, you'd better go and find out, hadn't you?" said Zebedee. Yes, I'd better," said Florence. "And bring me a bottle of lavender water," said Mr. Rusty. "It's my favourite." "Dougal will help you, with his sensitive nose," said Zebedee. "All right," said Florence. Dougal met Dylan. May I ask a question?" he said. "Be my guest," said Dylan. Aren't rabbits supposed to be bouncy and lively?" said Dougal. We're rethinking the image," said Dylan. "Oh, I see," said Dougal. And he asked Dylan if he smelt anything. "Like carrot stew?" said Dylan. "No, not exactly," said Dougal. More like violets and heather." "Oh, brother," said Dylan. And he went on his way. Funny fellow. Florence asked Dougal if he knew where the scent was coming from, and Dougal said he didn't. So they decided to try and find it. They looked and they sniffed. "I think we're getting warmer," said Florence. "Well, it's certainly getting smellier," said Dougal. "Pity you're not a bloodhound, Dougal," said Florence. "Great floppy things," said Dougal. "Ha-ha! I believe we've found it." And of course, they were right. Who else would make perfume in the garden but Mr. McHenry? "Nice smell, Mr. McHenry," they said. "Oh, I'm glad you like it," said Mr. McHenry. "Is it English lavender?" said Florence. "And Scottish heather?" "Both?" "Both." "Oh, I'm not sure the clans are going to like this," said Dougal. "Haven't got any essence of sugar, have you?" he said. "Oh, Dougal, you," said Florence. But Mr. McHenry had gone anyway. And Florence told Zebedee all about it. "Did you remember Mr. Rusty's lavender water?" said Zebedee. "No," said Florence. "Perhaps I'll make some essence of sugar tomorrow," said Dougal. "Good night." Mr. McHenry was sorting out his plans for sowing seeds in the garden. He had some special seeds he wanted to try out, and he was just wondering where to put them. Now where, he thought. Zebedee asked him what he was doing. "Sowing seeds," said Mr. McHenry, and Zebedee told him that he had some special seeds too. "Look," he said. "You have green fingers, my friend," said Mr. McHenry. "Yes, that and a little magic," said Zebedee. "You have to have a little magic." "All seeds are a bit magical, I always think," said Mr. McHenry, mystically. Dylan came along to see what was happening. "What's the scene, man?" he said. Mr. McHenry decided to pick the beans before it rained, and he asked Dylan to help. "Work, man," said Dylan. "You want to give me bad dreams? Let it rain, real cool." "Lazy thing," said Mr. McHenry. And Dylan said he wasn't lazy, not really. He loved work. He could look at it for hours, and had done so often. But he said he wouldn't mind a few beans to eat. "No work, no beans," said Mr. McHenry. "No work, no beans," said Dylan sadly. "Story of my life, man. Story of my life." And after looking at the beans again, he left. Goodbye, he said. Mr. McHenry sighed. "Youth, youth," he said. And he was just wondering what to do about the jumping beans when Dougal came along. "Mercy on us," said Dougal. "Fleas! Help! Assistance! Aid!" Mr. McHenry tried to explain, but Dougal was not going to risk being invaded, so he left. "Fleas! Fleas!" Zebedee told Florence about the beans and how Mr. McHenry was afraid it would snow and spoil them. "Couldn't you do some magic?" said Florence. And Zebedee said he probably could if he was put to it. So he thought. And finally decided that if it was going to rain or snow or hail, the beans should be protected in some way. "What a good idea," said Florence. So Zebedee put the beans under glass. "What a good idea," said Mr. McHenry. And Dillon decided he would go to sleep near the beans. And in case they jumped, he said, "I'll go to sleep with my mouth open, man." When Zebedee arrived, Florence told him that she was feeling a little tired and would just like to take a short, restful walk. "In the garden?" said Zebedee. "I think so," said Florence. Dougal was taking a walk too. "Oh, a rocking chair, just what I've always wanted. Oh, joy and delight." But Dougal's joy and delight was short-lived. "Hello," said Brian. "Oh, hello," said Dougal. "Is that your rocking chair?" he said. "Yes," said Brian, "just what I've always wanted." Dougal thought very hard. "What are you thinking about, old thing?" said Brian. "Oh, nothing, nothing." "Go on, tell me," said Brian. "Go on." "Oh, it's just that I was out for a walk and I saw something," said Dougal. "But you wouldn't be interested." "What was it?" said Brian. "A lettuce," said Dougal casually. "A lettuce?" said Brian eagerly. "Yes, a huge lettuce. Amazing, really. Must have been nearly as big as you." "Amazing. Well, goodbye." "Wait," said Brian. "Where is it?" "Oh, it's quite close," said Dougal. "Why don't you go and see?" "It does sound very tasty," said Brian. And Dougal thought his plan to get Brian out of the chair had worked. But as he discovered, the best-laid plans of mice and dogs sometimes go wrong. "Shall we go then, old lettuce hunter?" said Brian. "Wait there, rocking chair," said Dougal. Florence, meanwhile, had had her restful walk, and she found the rocking chair too. "Oh, just what I've always wanted," she said. Good morning," said Mr. McHenry. "Morning," said Florence. "Is that a rocking chair?" said Mr. McHenry. "Yes, it is," said Florence. "Just what I've always wanted," said Mr. McHenry. "Haven't you got one?" "No." "Well," said Florence, "I think this one's been abandoned. Would you like it?" "Well, it's just what I've always wanted," said Mr. McHenry. So Florence said have it, and he took it. Dougal, meanwhile, had managed to lose Brian and was hurrying back to his rocking chair. "Hello, Dougal," said Florence. "Oh, hello, Florence," said Dougal. "Oh, where is it? Where's it gone? Have you lost something, Dougal?" said Florence. No, nothing. Have you been here long?" And Florence told him she hadn't been there very long, but she'd seen Mr. McHenry and given him a rocking chair and... "Wait," said Dougal. "A rocking chair? I fear the worst." "Oh, was it yours?" said Florence. "In a manner of speaking, yes," said Dougal. "Oh, I thought it had been abandoned," said Florence. "Just that I always wanted one," said Dougal. "Oh, I'm so sorry," said Florence, "but I didn't know." And she told Dougal that if he went to see Mr. McHenry, he'd be sure to let him have a rock. And Dougal thought this was a very good idea. "He may have some sugar too," he said. And he left. And Florence waited to see Zebedee to tell him all about it. "A rocking chair," said Zebedee, "just what I've always wanted." "Good morning, Dougal," said Florence. "Morning," said Dougal, tersely. "You're rather terse." "I feel terse. In fact, I've never felt terser." "Why, what's the matter?" said Florence. "Well, I was woken up this morning by some terrible jangling thing. I feel jangled. I'm never at my best when I'm jangled. I think it was a fire engine or something." "No, I don't think it was, Dougal," said Florence. That's it, screeched Dougal. "Definitely it." "An alarm clock," said Florence. "Alarm clock?" Dougal. "Sounds more like Big Ben gone mad." "Really? Now, what's it doing now? Huh?" The alarm clock was trying to speak. "What's it saying? "I'm not sure," said Florence. "Well, tell it to go and alarm someone else," said Dougal. "It's very pretty," said Florence. "Thanks very much," said the clock. "But what's the use of being pretty if you can't wake anyone up? "True," said Florence. "I'm a failure." "You woke me," said Dougal. "Oh, did I? Did I?" said the clock. "Yes, you did," said Dougal. "Oh, good," said the clock. "You see," said Florence. "Yes, good." "Good? Good? What's good about it?" said Dougal. "Now, Dougal, steady." "Steady? I'm exhausted, and I shall go and get some sleep." "Don't start that again. Do not start that again, or I shall lose my very considerable temper. All right? I thought I made myself clear. Now, Dougal. It's all right for you. You're human, but dogs need their sleep. Good night." "Now, don't worry about him," said Florence. "I'll find you someone else to wake up." "Try a snail." "Who?" they said. "A snail. Someone calling me. Someone calling me. Me. Someone calling me. Good morning, good morning. Everyone up bright and early?" "Oh, did I say something?" "You're always saying something, great oaf. You've hurt its feelings. Look, I just wanted to wake someone up," said the clock tearfully. "Well, we'd like to help," said Florence. "You speak for yourself," said Dougal. "Oh, I know. That rabbit." "You know someone who needs me?" said the clock. "I should say so," said Dougal. "Of course," said Florence. "That rabbit needs an alarm clock the size of a house. I should think you'd do very well." And Dougal went to have some refreshment with the excitement of it all. "Dougal?" Yes. "Now, where's that rabbit?" Florence called Zebedee. "I'm glad you called," said Zebedee, "because it's time for bed." "Hoist with my own petard," sighed Florence. "What?" said Dougal. And the clock tried to do what lots of people had tried to do before, and failed. "Hello," said Florence. "You took the word out of my mouth," said Dougal. "What shall we do?" said Florence. What about climbing Mount Everest?" "Now, be sensible, Dougal, please." "Well, what's wrong with climbing Mount Everest?" "Pray?" "It's been done," said Florence. "Twice." "By a dog?" "Well, I don't feel like it." "Well, that's a fine attitude, I must say." "Oh, come on, Dougal." "Where would we be if everyone said they didn't want to climb Mount Everest? moping about in the foothills of life. Don't go on, Dougal. I shall go on as much as I like. Oh, look. I'm not at all sure I want to, said Dougal. It's a banana, said Florence. Call me Frank, said the banana. They considered this. I think, said Dougal heavily, it's going to be one of those days. Florence met a pear. And what's all this? Said Dougal. I'm a pear, said the pear. Then why is there only one of you? Said Dougal. You know, said Florence, I've never seen talking fruit before. Not ever. You're not the only one, said Dougal. A lemon appeared. Have you seen my friends? It asked. And what's your name then? Said Dougal. Ron. Ron? Said Florence. But you can call me Mabel, said the lemon, laughing. I'm getting very confused, said Florence. You're not the only one, said Dougal. I've heard of fruit salad, but this is ridiculous. Frank. They decided to find out where all the fruit had come from, and they wondered if Dylan knew. Dylan was asleep. Does he know? Said Florence. He wouldn't know if his ears were on fire, said Dougal. What a day. They looked around for some more fruit and discovered a pineapple doing a little dance. If it says its name's Ada, I'll strike it, said Dougal. How did you know? Said the pineapple. An inspired guess, said Dougal. The pineapple laughed a lot and did another little dance and left. She's a card, our Ada, said the banana. You know, I don't think I can stand it, said Dougal. Please tell me it's not happening. But it was. An apple, said Florence. I'm not an apple. I'm a quince. A quince? Said Dougal. Yes, said the quince. But I'm in disguise. If you'll excuse me, said Dougal, I think I'll slip away. Why are you shouting, Dougal? Because I have just slipped on a banana skin. I wonder what happened to the banana, said Florence. I can't bring myself to think, said Dougal.
Whither away so fast? Said Brian. Just practising my speed trials, said the train. Beep, beep. I'm the fastest thing in the garden, she said. Beep. Care to have a race, said Brian, against little old speedy me? The train shook with laughter. My dear, she said. But Brian was not put off. A race, he said. All right, said the train, I'll give you 3 miles start. That's telling him, girl, said Francis. When you're ready, said the train, giggling. Just limbering up, said Brian. So am I, said the train. Ready? Whoop. Dougal was looking for Brian. I don't know. When you don't want them, snails are under your feet. But when you do want them, can't be found. I hear your friend Brian is giving the train a race, said Ermintrude happily. What? Said Dougal. Racing a train? He's gone off his head. At last. He's 4 miles behind already, said Dougal. Give him time. Florence arrived. Time? He'll need it. And Zebedee. I hear there's a race going on, he said. Care to go and see it? Oh, very much, said Florence. "It's between Brian and the train," said Zebedee. "Most unusual." Florence was delighted. "Spinning well, I see," said Zebedee. "Shall we go?" So they went. Dougal was organising things as usual, but Florence wanted to start the race. "Ready?" she said. And they were. So they went. "Care to take a bet?" said Dougal. "I should like the snail to win," said Ermintrude, "but then I'm a sentimental old thing." "He's 4 miles behind already," said Dougal. "Give him time." "Time? He'll need it." Florence picked some flowers for the winner. But the train ran out of steam. And so, finally, did Brian. Florence wondered where they'd got to. "Been arrested for speeding, I shouldn't wonder," said Dougal. "Poor pathetic little clump. I shouldn't have let him do it." Ermintrude said the contestants seemed to have given up, but it was very, very exciting while it lasted. "Yeah, about as exciting as the weather forecast," said Dougal. But Ermintrude insisted it had been exciting. Zebedee arrived. "Race over?" he asked. "Looks like it," said Dougal. "I'm thinking of entering them for the next Monte Carlo rally." "Well, better get to bed then," said Zebedee. "All right," said Florence. And she asked Dougal to give the flowers to Brian and the train. "Good night," she said. "I wish people wouldn't leave all the work to me," sighed Dougal. "How do I pick this lot up? Really? Feel such a fool." Mr. Rusty was worried about his chimney. It needed sweeping. He told Zebedee. "Sweep it then," said Zebedee. "Yes, well, easier said than done in this day and age," said Mr. Rusty. "You don't see a lot of chimney sweeps about for some reason, do you?" Zebedee went to have a look. "You're right," he said, and Mr. Rusty had to laugh. "You look a proper caution," he said. "A proper caution?" And he laughed like a bucket. "Don't fall off," said Zebedee coldly, trying to be dignified. "Oh, I'm sorry," said Mr. Rusty. "It's just that you looked a proper caution," said Zebedee, slowly. "Exactly," said Mr. Rusty. And then they thought about the best way to get the chimney swept, without the sweeper being a proper caution. Florence met Dougal in the garden. "What have you got there?" she asked. "It's my patent chimney-sweeping device." "Oh, I see," said Florence, going for a little walk. "It's extremely clever and simple," said Dougal. "Bit like me, really." "What do you call it?" said Florence. "The hedgehog," said Dougal. "And what are you going to do with it?" "Sweep chimneys," said Dougal. "Oh, yes," said Florence. "What am I going to do with it, really?" muttered Dougal. "You're muttering, Dougal," said Florence. They arrived. "Now, where's that snail? I told him to be early. Never trust a mollusk." But Brian was on his way. "Here I am, old fat friend," he said. "Watch it," said Dougal, "and come on." Florence wondered how it was all going to work. "Won't work," said Brian. "Course it will," said Mr. McHenry. Florence started things off. "Now, who's going up?" she said. They all blenched, especially Dougal. "Well, someone's got to go," said Florence.
but no one seemed very keen. "Shall I go?" she said. "Why not?" said Dougal. "Oh," said Florence, and thought about it. "Dogs climb ladders," said Mr. McHenry. "Go on, Dougal," said Florence. "No," said Dougal, so loudly they all jumped. "Oh, well," said Florence. "I think it's a job for a human being," said Brian. "It's a two-legged job, and I haven't even got one. It's a well-known fact. Snails are legless." Mr. McHenry finally volunteered, and went up on the roof with Dougal's chimney-sweeper. "Careful." "Could someone go inside and tell me if anything's happening?" said Mr. McHenry. "Nothing startling as yet," said Brian, peering. Mr. McHenry worked away, to some effect. And then, unfortunately, he dropped the sweeper, with unfortunate results. Oh, was ever a snail so put upon?" And Brian went home in a snaily huff. What? Florence giggled when she shouldn't have. "What's going on?" said Zebedee. "I thought you were sweeping chimneys." And he went to investigate. "Good night," sighed Florence. "Did I do it right?" said Mr. McHenry. "Well, not quite," said Florence. Mr. Rusty was still worried about his chimneys. "I'm worried about my chimneys," he said. "They'll have to wait," said Florence. "Man," said Dillon, "I'm out of breath, like exhausted, you know." "Do you want to be a Scottish rabbit or not?" said Dougal. "What's going on, Dougal?" said Florence. "Oh, I'm teaching yon rabbit the rudiments of the pipes," said Dougal. But yon rabbit didn't want to be taught the rudiments of the pipes. I feel kind of foolish, ma'am." "Where are ye, wee rabbit?" "It's very wearing, ma'am," said Dillon, and he sat down to have another practice. "It's an ill wind," said Dougal, etc., etc. Mr. McHenry wanted to know who was being tortured. "It's Dillon," said Florence. "And it's not torture," said Dougal. "He is learning the noble art of bagpipes." "Ah, bagpipes," said Mr. McHenry. "I've got some of those somewhere." "Well, there's hope for you yet," said Dougal. And when Dillon arrived, Mr. McHenry left to get his bagpipes. "We'll have a pipe band," said Florence. Mr. McHenry came back with his bagpipes. "What's that?" said Dougal and Dillon. "Well, I use the pipes to water the garden," said Mr. McHenry. Dougal left in disgust. "Sacrilege," he said. "Sacrilege." "What's the hole for?" said Florence. "That? Oh, that's for catching rain," said Mr. McHenry. "That's a very useful instrument you have there," said Dillon. Florence called Zebedee, and when she asked him for a needle, he produced one. "Any thread?" said Florence. "No, I don't have any thread," said Zebedee. "Now, what could I use instead?" "What are you looking at me for?" said Dougal. "We need thread," they said. "Not from me," said Dougal. "Oh, one little piece, Dougal, about so long," they said. "I can't spare it," said Dougal. "Get off." "Fiends." "You won't miss one little hair," said Mr. McHenry. "What?" "I am very attached to all of them," said Dougal. "So get off, get off, get off, get off." "Fiends."
Taking advantage of your shaggy friend? Fiends? Well, it won't hurt, said Zebedee. Really it won't. No, it won't, said Florence. Painless, ma'am. Painless? Tearing great lumps of hair out by the roots? You're a band of savages. I'll report you all to the RSPCA, or the head of BBC One, whoever that might be. What? There. Didn't hurt, did it? What? Thank you, Dougal. Something tells me I've been taken advantage of, said Dougal. And I hope your spring squeaks. Oh, don't be like that, said Zebedee. Florence finished sewing Mr. McHenry's bagpipes. Time for bed now, said Zebedee. Can someone play a lullaby? 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 That lot couldn't play any lorry if she had one hand tied behind her back. Lullaby. Dougal was worried about his eyes and was testing out a new pair of glasses. You know, I really think I can see better with these. Much better. Oops, takes a bit of getting used to. That's better. Now, long vision perfect. Now, what about close-ups? Let's see. Dougal's Japes by William Shakespeare. You know, I didn't know he'd written that. Now, visual identification test. Flowers, yes. Very good. Now, what's the time? 10 to 10, yes. You know, I couldn't see that clock just now. These glasses are marvellous. Now, a little drink. Now, what's that? Picture of me? I've never seen that before. Just think what I've been missing without glasses. It's a chastening thought. A chastening thought. Chastening. Florence arrived. Hello, Dougal, she said. What have you got glasses on for? Because I'm going deaf, said Dougal, sarcastically. Oh, I see, said Florence. Really, said Dougal. May I have a sit in your chair, said Florence. Be my guest. Dougal, I really would like to know why you've got those glasses on, said Florence. Isn't it obvious, said Dougal. We are none of us getting any younger. Even the keen-eyed and ever-watchful dog begins to need an artificial aid or two. Oh, dear. But, Dougal, said Florence. No, please, don't interrupt, said Dougal. I don't wear them for pleasure, you know. But, Dougal, please don't try to be kind. I know what you're thinking. Poor old thing. He's past it. That's what you're thinking. I'm thinking no such thing, said Florence. If you'd just let me explain. Explain? Explain? Oh, I know what you will explain. You will explain that your friend is still your friend, even though he was growing old and grey and useless. Dougal, I think you're getting rather maudlin, said Florence. And all I wanted to say was... Stop! Think of all the famous people who had to wear glasses. Napoleon? Julius Caesar? I didn't know Julius Caesar wore glasses, said Florence. Ignorant thing, said Dougal. And then there was Genghis Khan and my Auntie Meggsy. One learns something new every day, said Florence. Yes, one does if one listens to little old historical me, said Dougal. But we are straying a little from the point, I think. Yes, we are, said Florence, because... Now, you're going to say I look ridiculous, said Dougal. I know, but I shall have to learn to live with it, like Shakespeare. What can I say, thought Florence. I'll be bumping into things soon, said Dougal, heavily. Dougal, you haven't got your glasses on, said Florence, very quickly. What do you mean, haven't got them on? What do you mean, haven't got my glasses on? What do you mean? They're sitting on top of your head, said Florence. Why didn't you tell me, said Dougal, instead of letting me wander around making a fool of myself? I tried, said Florence. Boo, said Zebedee. I like your hat, he said to Dougal, but it's time for bed. Good night, said Florence. Dougal was a bit put out by it all. Good night, Dougal. Yes, it's all right for some. They haven't gone around looking foolish all day. I'll come. You haven't played that for a long time, said Zebedee. And when Florence arrived, she asked to hear it again. Bit tiring, he said. Going to the garden? Said Zebedee. Oh, yes, I think so, said Florence. Hello, said Florence. But Dougal was strangely silent. What's wrong, Dougal? Well, I wish I knew. Oh dear, thought Florence. And then she saw something. No birds, please. All birds out, please. Garden full. Thank you. See what I mean? No dogs, please. All dogs out, please. No dogs on the grass, please. No humans allowed. Thank you. Busy little Apeth, isn't she? Said Dougal, but I think she's got her values mixed up. No birds, no dogs, no humans, no cows, no snails. Thank you. Thank you. Florence didn't quite know what to make of it all. This garden is for the exclusive use of scarecrows. Thank you. If I don't keep a tight hold on myself, someone may get thumped, said Dougal. No thumping, no barking, no speaking. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, and thank you too, said Dougal, for nothing. No thanks, no tipping, thank you. Florence was in a quandary. What shall we do, she said. Well, I could think of something, said Dougal. Florence called Zebedee. Trouble, he said. It's her, whispered Florence. Oh, I know how to handle that, said Zebedee. So he handled it. I admit to being baffled, said Dougal. No baffling, thank you. Everything allowed, everyone in, thank you. Funny what a few new clothes will do, said Dougal. Yes, isn't it, said Florence. Thank you. Funny the things that go on, thought Florence happily. Thank you, thank you. I think I'll go and chase a few snails, said Dougal. Make myself feel better. And he went. When Florence arrived, Mr. Rusty said he had a splendid idea. Oh, what is it? Said Florence. Hide and seek, said Mr. Rusty. Zebedee arrived. Hide and seek, he said. Yes, said Mr. Rusty, all of us. All of us, said Florence. I see, all of us, said Zebedee. So they all went. In the garden, everyone was excited about the game of hide and seek, especially Brian. But who was hiding and who was seeking? Well, I'm hiding, said Dougal. Well, I prefer to hide, said Mr. Rusty. And Florence?
and Mr. McHenry, and Dillon. "We know who that leaves," said Dougal. Zebedee arrived. "Have you decided who's it?" he asked. "Yes," they said. "Brian," said Dillon. "Snails are great at seeking man. They are well known for it." "Now, just a minute," said Brian. "Just a minute." "All decided," said Dougal. "Everyone hide." "Right, you lot. Hide, 'cause I shall be at you like a lynx. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming!" Like a lynx. None of the others had been found, not even Mr. Rusty or Mr. McHenry, who were both fairly visible. "No one would be daft enough to hide in there," said Brian. Watch it. Dillon and Florence and Mr. Rusty and Zebedee hid on, while Brian sought. "Not very good at it, is he?" said Mr. Rusty, and was caught immediately. Dougal began to get the impression that he was being toyed with. And Mr. McHenry discovered that hiding behind his motorbike didn't work. Dougal found Zebedee just before Brian did, and Florence gave herself up. "Where's Lynx Eye?" said Dougal. But Zebedee decided it was time for everyone to go to bed. "Thank you, Brian," said Florence. "Good night." "Good night," said Mr. Rusty. "All exhausted, I suppose?" Mr. Rusty was having trouble with his roundabout, and a high wind, which had made repairs necessary, but at the same time very difficult to carry out. Florence wondered what the matter was. "It's this wind," shouted Mr. Rusty. "It's nearly blown the roof off the roundabout. I'm trying to mend it." "Oh, do be careful," said Florence. Zebedee arrived. "High wind," he said. "Yes," said Florence. "I'd have difficulty keeping my feet if I had any," said Zebedee. "Better go and look into it." "Yes, all right," said Florence. Dougal was having trouble too. "Hello, Dougal," said Florence. "I washed my hair last night," said Dougal, "and now look at it. Just look at it. Ruined. Ruined." "Wind's playing havoc with my tulips," said Mr. McHenry. "Oh, bad luck," said Florence. "Tulips? What about my barnet?" Mr. McHenry tested the direction of the wind. "West," said Florence. "Right," said Mr. McHenry. "Then go and stop it," said Dougal. "Right," said Mr. McHenry. "Can you?" said Florence. Well, I can try, said Mr. McHenry. I'd be eternally grateful, said Dougal, because if this goes on much longer, I'll have to put on an extra vest. Not to mention what it's doing to my well-known and lovely locks. I feel so humiliated. Humiliated. Mr. McHenry told them not to worry. He'd found the trouble. It was a weather vane, new to the job, and a little uncertain of its duties. Try and get it right, said Mr. McHenry. Yes, try and get it right, said Dougal. I'm sure it's doing its best, said Florence. Well, that's as maybe, said Dougal. But what about my hair? The weather vane tried and tried to control the wind. It's no good, it said. I'm a failure. No, don't say that, said Florence. Yes, you can say that, said Dougal. As a weather vane, you are a hopeless failure. You should take more lessons. Well, I'm very new at it, you see, said the weather vane. And as I look a bit like a chimney, the winds won't take any notice of me. It's all very, very trying. But I am doing my best. Florence felt very sorry for it. You see, I might order a nice south wind to blow, said the weather vane, but it'll just laugh at me and go off to Africa or somewhere. Well, it's not in Africa now, said Dougal. The weather vane lost control completely. What can we do? Said Florence. I'll get better at it, said the weather vane. I'm sure I will. Well, you could hardly be worse, said Dougal. Florence decided the weather vane should have a prize for effort, at least. Thank you, said the weather vane. I know I'll improve. We're sure you will, said Florence. We're absolutely sure. Speak for yourself, smarty boots, said Dougal. Have a word with Bert Ford. He's got problems too. Who's Bert Ford? Said Florence. Oh, don't you know anything? Said Dougal. I'll keep trying, said the weather vane. You try me, said Dougal. I see you've got your friends with you, said Zebedee. Yes, said Florence. Well, does everyone want to go to the garden? Said Zebedee. And they all said they did. Nothing would give them greater pleasure, they said. Well, I don't want to worry you, said Zebedee, which of course immediately made them very worried indeed. But I think it's going to pour with rain, said Zebedee. I get a funny feeling in my spring when the glass is falling, and from the feeling now, I think we're in for a deluge. Après-moi, of course. Mr. Rusty said he had the answer to the problem. Isn't he clever? Murmured the girls. Mr. Rusty's answer to the possible rain was umbrellas. He gave one to each of them, and a spare one to Florence. Just in case, he said. Just in case. How wise, said Zebedee, and they went. Not raining yet. I wonder if Dougal knows it's going to rain. Dougal knew. Hello, Dougal. I see you've heard the news, said Dougal. What news? Said Florence. About the floods and typhoons, said Dougal. Bert Ford assures me they're coming, and I always believe what Bert says. Floods and typhoons? And monsoons and hurricanes, said Dougal. I've never seen Graham Parker look so happy. It isn't even raining yet, they said. You wait, said Dougal. This is going to make the great flood look like a puddle. A puddle. This got the others very worried indeed. I hope I haven't worried you, said Dougal. But they said they had their umbrellas, and they weren't worried at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. They had their umbrellas, they said. I suppose no one thought of bringing a spare one, said Dougal, for any lovely friend you happened to meet. And they said they did happen to have a spare one, which with a few modifications would probably do for Dougal. Only just covers me barnet, said Dougal, but I suppose I can't be choosy. No, you can't, they said. Brian arrived. Afternoon, all. Lovely day. Lovely day, said Dougal, with the snow up to your eyebrows and the rain filling your wellies. What rain? Said Brian. Got a touch of sunstroke, have we? Hey?
Dougal was listening. What are you listening for? Said Brian. Quiet, said Dougal. Yeah, should be right. Yes, just here, I think. Yes. Brian listened. Oh, get up, said Dougal. I'm listening, said Brian. What are we listening for? Worms, said Dougal. Eek, said Brian. Oh, come back, said Dougal. Buffoon. I'm not overly fond of worms, said Brian. Here we are, said Dougal. Eek, said Brian. This made Dougal furious. Will you stop shouting eek, he said. Really? I'm sorry, said Brian. It's just that worms make my ears go cold. I don't know why. Dougal explained that he was, in fact, looking for gold, with the aid of his gold-detecting machine. Eek! The machine stopped. It had found something. Found something? Said Brian. Now, don't start asking silly questions, said Dougal. Yes, I think this is the place. The place to start the mine. Mine? Said Brian. Yours, surely. Oh, get off, said Dougal, and he prepared to dig. Get my helmet, said Dougal. Oh, yes, sir. Hang on a minute, sir, said Brian. Dougal dug. Brian brought the helmet and gave it to Dougal. Right, here we go, said Dougal. All right, sir. Perfectly, said Dougal. I appear to have stumbled on an underground cave. Interesting. Are there any snakes? Said Brian innocently. Dougal didn't wait to find out. I've decided, he said, to let you have the first look. You're too kind, said Brian. Hello, snakes. Snakies. No snakes. That's a relief, said Dougal. Brian and Dougal decided the cave was no longer a very safe place, so they left. Hello, world, said Brian. I'm not going down there again, said Dougal. But what about the gold? You can have it, said Dougal. It is all yours. Florence arrived. Oh, I like your hat, Dougal, she said. Thank you, said Dougal. Don't go too far that way. There's a hole there. A bit of a hole. A hole, said Florence. How lovely. And she called Zebedee. Yes, he said. A hole, said Florence. A hole, said Zebedee. A hole, they said. How exciting, said Zebedee. An actual hole.